everyone, welcome back to another Transformers toy review. Today we're going to take a look at Cheetor. He is from the Kingdom line, which is the third part of the War for Cybertron toy line, the sort of trilogy, and it's kind of ending with Kingdom, which kind of thrown in a few Beast Wars figures here and there. So as that part of that, we've got Cheetor, who's a Maximal. He's not bad. He's a bit too much like the classics Cheetor that we saw. I would like to have seen some darker colours used rather than this kind of bit of a baby blue that they've used for him. If you look at the packaging, I'll just bring this up slightly. On the packaging, all the pictures, they've gone for a much darker blue, which is probably a bit more screen accurate or toy accurate, whichever way you want to look at it. But yeah, I think the darker blue would have looked a little bit better, in my opinion. Also as well, the sort of, I think the weapon that goes with him isn't too great. 20 steps to transformation, all the normal stuff on the sides, the normal cool artwork front and to the side here. This is very much like the toy with the kind of pointy sort of headgear as well. Looks really nice. And in with it, obviously you get your instructions, and I got the usual tech spec card thing, and guess who I got again? Black Arachnia. So I don't know what's up with that, so I keep on getting that as part of the line. Yeah, he's a bit diddy for a deluxe. There's Megatron as a Voyager. There's a bit of a size comparison. And here is Rat Trap here as well. So Rat Trap kind of scales all right with him. That's not too much of a problem, but he is quite small. He does come with this accessory as well, which is his kind of sword thing. I kind of wanted him to hold it. Right, sorry about that. Hopefully I've cleared up a little bit more room. I was just saying about the accessory here. It's kind of like a sword thing. He's supposed to hold it this way around, but it kind of looks a little bit naff as an accessory, if I'm honest. I'll run through the figure and sort of go through a few bits and pieces, and then we can have a look at the transformation. The head can look all the way up, so pretty good range there. Nothing down. It can move around, so that's not bad. The face is actually painted, so it's blue and like orange for the eyes, and a really small Maximal symbol on the front there. Nice head sculpt. I think that's done pretty well. The arms are a bit like Rat Trap's in terms of they sort of come away from the shell piece here, so you can get a bit of a butterfly forward. Then they rotate around on this piece here, so they can go all the way around here, but you'd have to bring it forward to do that. One of the things it shows on there, actually I think this is supposed to be forward, so I've only half transformed it. This bit plugs in here for robot mode. In one of the poses they have him with his arm out to the back here, which you can't actually do because this bit is actually in the way. They have it with his arm back behind here, and you can't actually do that pose. So yeah, that's a little bit naughty. Swivel at the bicep here goes all the way around. Arm goes all the way up to there. The wrist swivels here as well. You do get waist articulation here as well there. And the other bit that you do get, said about waist articulations, the legs go up to here, kind of back to there, but this kind of piece gets in the way a little bit here. Out to there, swivel there, bend the knee there, the foot moves forward and back, and you do get a tilt out as well. The feet are a little bit diddy, a little bit on the small side. There is nice paintwork throughout, and again you kind of got that raised feel to it for the kind of fur of the figure. But yeah, because there are kind of these bits of shell around here and hollow pieces, there's a flight stand there, it does feel a little bit cheap in places, but it's just a little. And yeah, I said about the feet being a bit diddy. Apologies if the videos keep sort of stopping and starting. It's just where I've had a few storage issues, but that should be all sorted now. There's a couple of pegs underneath here where you can, use weaponizers and stuff to kind of bulk him up if you want to. One underneath there, which is actually used for that. And also a flight stand here as well. You can get him in some pretty dynamic poses. You are kind of limited a little bit with his hands, and he does. I think he looks a little bit scrawny. This kind of middle section here as well. So, but he does look like Cheetor in that respect. And if you get him in a certain angle, he looks pretty good. I don't like these things that they've got with the hands. That is for beast mode, which we'll come to have a look at. But yeah, it does make it look a little bit ugly in that respect. But the paint is applied well on it. All the blue that I mentioned down here and on his legs, all the spots and everything else like that. The detail on the face as well is nice. I don't know if he's got orange eyes. I don't know if that changes at all when you lift his head up for beast mode. I'll see. But yeah, all the paint around the face is done really well. And in terms of build, it's all right. He feels okay. No issues there. The feet are a little bit small, like I mentioned. We'll go in and look at the transformation, which is pretty good. I'll just go through what you need to do. Obviously, this needs to be off to the side. These bits open up, like so. Now, this bit does lift up, but I think it needs to stay down for this mode. So I'm not really sure in the purpose of it, really, because it wants to stay like that, I think. I'll try and do it like that, but it feels like everything else should stay like that. But anyway, move these back. The head is going to lift up like this. So it just gets pegged underneath there. The eyes don't change. I thought for some reason that they might kind of change slightly. The head here, I forgot to say, rotates around. So you have it facing like that, kind of hidden away. And this kind of comes out and around. And what you have to do is you kind of bend the head down a little bit and then move this down at the same time. And then you'll cover that up. The head looks like it should rotate, but it doesn't. There's a thing there, but it doesn't rotate around. The mouth does open and close, so that opens and closes all the way. And he's even got little teeth in here, which are painted. All around the face is done. The eyes are done nicely as well. And then, if I stretch out his legs here, and then we can concentrate on this half here, the arms want to come out. And what you're looking to do is there's a little clip, and you just want to just pop that underneath there like that. And you see this needs to come out here, so you do have to have this bit down. You bring that over and you swivel this around like that, so it fills into that gap. So in beast mode it actually works really well, but not in robot mode. That comes down there, so it covers everything up nicely. That's one thing I will say about this one, is the beast mode is pretty good. So come around to here, gonna close this up. These will just peg together. They're pegging quite nice, and then this will come down like that. Move the legs around however you want to. These are then going to come into here, and the feet are going to just slide in and fill into that gap. And that's why they're so small, is to hide them away in beast mode. kind of get those legs positioned how you want them. And then this bit will plug into the back like that. And then you've got your Cheetor. So very much like the cartoon. Very slight and slender. He does look pretty good. There's not a huge amount of articulation. Like I mentioned about the mouth. The legs do sort of push out like that. And they can move all the way around. These bits also move as well, as do the feet, which then can rotate around, so you can kind of get them splayed out a little bit. And if you want, you can kind of put one leg forward and one leg back like he's walking, and the same with these other ones here as well, so you can kind of push one up like that and have the other one kind of coming back like that. So yeah, you can kind of manage it that way. So he does look pretty good in beast mode, I would have to say. I think that's my favourite out of the two. I think he looks really good. Just give you an overall look at him. You can kind of tuck these bits in a little bit more to bring it nice and tight. Like I said, the beast mode is spot on in my opinion. There's a few little tweaks and things like that. But overall, I think they've nailed it. Would be good to have the tail articulate, maybe a bit more around the back, maybe, and have their head sort of rotate around and do a little bit more, having the option to sort of look up and down, things like that. But not a bad attempt at all. You know, it is better than the classics version that we got a while back. And I don't have the Cyberverse Cheetor. And again, that's kind of a different thing again. But yeah, as far as recommendations go, I think this is a tricky one, because I think you probably need to be a bit more of a Beast Wars fan to be in for this one. The robot mode, you know, it's okay. The beast mode is really where it's at. So, you know, if you're not into like beast forms and things like that, it might not be the one for you. Fortunately, I am into Beast Wars. I'm a sucker for it. It's what got me back into Transformers. So yeah, I do like this figure. I think I'm going to have him in this Cheetor mode alongside Optimus Primal and Rat Trap. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye for now. Stay safe.